Hello, I'm Frank Future, and welcome to the Vanguard of Light. So we got an interesting topic today. It's the two U's. Who are the two U's? So let's make it real easy to get you introduced to your two U's. So I want you to think of one of your big goals. Even if you're not following any goals, choose something: health, wealth, relationship, just one of those three. Just choose something that you would like to have happen. Not that you think can happen, not that you believe, not that you're going to commit to, just something you would like to have happen. If I could wave a magic wand and boom, you would get it. What's something that you'd like to have happen? Be like, yeah, I would like to have that. Let's take 5 seconds to think about that. Yeah, there you go. So notice you chose some area. It came from somewhere. Now I want you to think about, this is something that you chose. I'm like, yeah, it'd be awesome to have like a big giant action to take towards it. Like, let's do it today. Let's do it right now, right? What came up? Most likely, if this is your big giant goal that you're not been moving forward on, like so if you chose something new, notice you probably had some sensations in your body. And a whole bunch of reasons of like, oh, it doesn't work and this doesn't and da-da-da-da. But notice first it started with the sensation. Something. I might not didn't notice there's a sensation, but notice there's a sensation. Just go back to, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually do the work. I'm actually gonna go and get that thing, start taking steps, move forward. The sensation will come back. Don't worry, it'll be there. You'll be like, ooh, right? And then that sensation translates, like your mind starts translating it to all the reasons it won't work, it's not worth it, it's this, this, and this, why it won't happen, yada, yada, yada. But notice, one part of you is like, man, it'd be awesome to have that. And then another part of you is like, all the bad stuff. So the question is like, who are those two yous? Like, what's up with that? And then like fascinating that there's a part of you that's, oh my gosh, having this in my life would be amazing. And then there's a part of you that's like, going after that would be terrible. It's like, wait, it's something that's amazing, but yet it's also terrible. Who are these two yous? It's not like, I mean, if you ever had a conversation with a friend or a not friend where you argued about two different points, like whether it was politically, socially, spiritually, whatever, but you argue against two different points. Here's a situation that's something you're powerfully motivated for, but yet you have an argument going on. And you've probably had that before, like, you know, oh, I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to have this relationship, I wanted to, you know, make this type of money. And like at times you're fired up for it. And then you're like, oh man, this is crazy. Why am I going after that? Isn't that odd that there's two U's? Well, guess what? There's a lot more than two U's. And it's part of this unseen energetic field that we exist in, that most of our life is energetic. It's how we feel and think and relate to what's going on in our mind, more in our spirit. That's really the driver versus what's happening here in physical reality. Because notice, you probably went through this experience, if you had it, had nothing to do with where you're at. You could take this video, watch it again in a completely different area, think about the same topic, and you're gonna have a similar experience happen again, even though you're in a completely different physical area. So it's not your physical environment that's doing it. It's this magical and not so magical feeling energetic world. If you want to dive deep on that, especially if this video kind of, one, sparked an interest, also was like, why is that dynamic there? And possibly had a big old resistance of like, man, this is something that I really want in my life. And this is not just this goal, it's happening in all the ones that you're feeling stopped on. This dynamic is at play where there's a part of you that's like, yeah, that'd be awesome to have. And there's a part of you that makes it miserable to go after it. And maybe some of those, maybe it's more in two parts, and maybe some of those parts aren't you. So check out the Freedom Through Safety. Hopefully I've given you just a little bit where it's you're disturbed. We're like, wait, I don't like this. And probably is challenging your safety of like, I'm not sure about this. Luckily, Freedom Through Safety gets you safety. Like on a fundamental level to where you can actually start playing in this game. This crazy energetic world where you've got two selves inside or more that are playing games where there's like one of them wants it, other one doesn't. And it's like, depending on which one you listen to, can also determine your quality of life. But why are there more than one in there? Wouldn't it be a lot easier that you just would have the goal and you go for it? Or not have the goal and not have to go for it, waking up like, oh man, I need to do that, but I don't want to. Interesting. So hopefully you come play. Hopefully you did the exercise. If not, you go back and do it. Do it again. Do it in 3 different locations. And notice how it's the exercise and your intent and what you select that's causing the biggest effect, as opposed to the physical location that you happen to be in. So with that, have a blessed day or a blessed night.